Hey there.
Hello.
So we got tonight's show, the Potpourri of Potpourri.
Yeah, did you see the image I created of that? I got a little image of Potpourri. And then I put some more things like of us inside of that image.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about everything, but fear not. We will have plenty of card talk today.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty.
Oh, yeah. We're ready to roll.
So let's get it going.
And Adam, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-A-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone called for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
I don't know.
Well, tonight, we've got a little bit of everything. We already got a comment in the section. A little less wrestling. Sorry.
Let's pivot. Let's go all wrestling.
All wrestling. Part 2. No.
2 hours this week.
We got a little bit of wrestling, but we've got Super Bowl, Pro Bowl. We've got airplane cards, Disney races. Ricky is eating his words constantly with Bowman. Mail days. We've got everything for you. But before we dive into all the fun and hilarity, Chad, do we have any show announcements?
We have. Yeah, I've got an announcement. None of you sons of bitches have sent us an Apple iTunes review in like the last 3 months.
What the hell? What the hell do we have to do?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not going to bribe people, but I want to remind them out of the kindness of their heart, if they have not done so.
Yes.
Go over to the iTunes, click on the show, scroll down to the bottom, click on the 5 stars, leave us a lovely little note.
Yes.
And I'll be less angry on next week's episode.
It is free for you. It costs it's minimal time and effort, and it makes the world of difference for our show. And I hate to say this, but Chad says, hey, I'm not going to persuade anyone, but seems like more times than not, when people leave a good, solid review, they end up getting rewarded.
Get a little something. I'm not actually angry. I'm just tired and delirious, which usually makes for a pretty good show.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this one.
I do want people to also be reminded of our website, pttfpodcast.com. You can listen to our podcast from said website. You can also click on our YouTube videos and watch us there on the YouTube. You can click over on our affiliate links, get some discounts. We still got the Zion Case promo code PACK, which gets you 10% off your order.
I might need to use that pretty soon here.
I mean, we got show. Is there a show season? Card show season? I feel like spring and summer is card show season. Maybe that's just because when I travel.
No, I think you're right. I think there's something to that.
But when you travel, it is nice to have those Zion cases.
Yes.
And I know that there's a lot of Zion Case 10% promo codes out there, including one on their website.
Right.
But if you just take a second and type in PACK, for a lot of our listeners, I'll help you out here. PACK. You'll get 10% off your order.
Not PAC.
No,
like
after checking it. No. I had to check it there for a second. Yeah.
Carry the 3.
I had to spell it out. Like that's the spelling bee, or you got to write it on your hand.
Can you use that in a sentence?
I had
please?
to double check it. PAQ. I wonder if I can reach out to them, and if we get every other combination of pack, if they get like 15% off or something.
I love that.
So you can do that over at our website, pttfpodcast.com. You can check all of those out. And for those of you buying on eBay, which Ricky, maybe you have done recently, maybe we'll find out on this show.
Yeah.
You can click on the eBay link, do your shopping as planned. It's free for you. We get a small commission in the process.
Yeah. And again, can't reiterate this enough. Like these commissions, this show costs us money every single year. Like not a small amount of money.
Yeah.
These commissions we put right back into you guys. We invest them in you guys. They go into our Secret Santa giveaways. They go to gift giveaways throughout the year. So please help us refund that in just a small amount. You don't have to pay anything extra just by using these links and going forward and buying your awesome cards and your awesome Zion cases. help us out in that process.
I still haven't told Sarah yet that I rented out our guest room downstairs, just right outside the studio, for the next 3 months, just to pay for Secret Santa for this coming year. So,
Thank God.
yeah.
I'm gonna
I got to figure out the taxes so that we can actually get those funds. I think there's funds there. I just haven't been able to get them
hell yeah.
yet. I should probably make that a priority this weekend.
Yeah, we'll get to it. As long as it's by April 15th. I'm good.
I think we can make that happen.
Got a little time. Well, thank you, Chad. I guess let's hop right into our new product releases. And welcome to the show, Mrs. Dot.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
It was good. I was in Disneyland with you.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really beat that, to be honest.
No.
No, it's good.
Especially with some of the weather we had while you guys were gone. It was cold, so
Ugh.
cold.
Wait, we haven't talked about this. What was your favorite part of Disneyland trip? How about that to derail the new
No,
release?
this is great.
I don't know.
The silence is better.
The people want to know.
I feel like it was really good. You were happy after you were done running,
Let's try this. Best part of the trip. 3, 2, 1.
drinking with Chad.
There we
There
go.
it is. Yeah. We did.
Drinking in the parks.
There we go.
Yeah. So we've got some baseball and football releases this week.
Ooh.
Oh.
For yesterday or Wednesday, February 5th, whenever you're listening, 2024 Topps Diamond Icons Baseball. Late season luxury level releases. It's just what the person wrote.
I'm going to show this for our YouTube listeners. And
Yeah.
for those of you who haven't done that, go over to the YouTube. You will see all these things that she is talking about.
Yes.
And while you're at it, go click that little thumbs up sign right now and click like. Well, thank you. If you do it while you're listening live, it like sparkles. I
Yeah.
learned from Dr. Ghost Hunters.
The checklist.
I wish. I'm drunk off exhaustion.
Not off espresso martini.
No. I wish. That's a better version.
Even though dry January is over,
Yep. Should be.
we have gone into fewer beverages February.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, okay.
I'm going to rein it in. Okay.
The checklist leans heavily into on-card autographs.
Awesome.
There are some memorabilia cards and other inserts that offer other precious elements. I think that's where the diamond comes in.
Mm.
Hobby boxes have 10 total cards, 9 of which include signatures. Diamond Icons does have a base set, and everything in it is autographed. Veterans, rookies, and retired stars are all part of the mix.
It's going to be cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to have to give up my arm for this.
Autographed jumbo patches are among the most common, with 25 copies each. Base versions for single-player autographed relics, single-player dual team autographed relics, single-player autographed dual relics, and dual-player autographed relics. I think they used every combination of those 5 words.
They probably did. And I have to point out, baseball is still the final place that still gives you game used.
Okay. The card I'm showing right now, Ricky, look at me. You're going to get 2 seconds to look at it, and I want you to tell me the team jersey that this person's wearing. Okay. Ready? Go. You got 2 seconds. 1, 2. What is it?
White Sox.
Look at who it is.
It's Louis Robe. Oh.
It's Griffey.
That's one of these things
Isn't that
is
weird?
not like the other. I don't think he ever played for the White Sox.
I mean, it's got the pinstripe on there.
I was literally going to go Luis Robert.
That's what I was thinking. Dan, tell us in the chat what's going on here.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah, go ahead.
So that combination of 5 words maxes out at 10 copies each.
Okay.
Autographed MLB silhouetted batter logo and Nike logo patches are all 1 of 1s. Rookies are featured in autographed first milestone cleat relics out of 10. Instead of standard memorabilia pieces, autographed diamond relics out of 5, autographed diamond in the rough relics out of 5, and dual autographed diamond relic books out of 3 have diamonds to go with the ink. It's worth noting that 2024 Topps Diamond Icons Baseball is the first MLB product with Mookie Betts.
Mookie.
Mookie.
And people are freaking out about that.
He's
That's
a great bowler.
Big deal. Is he really?
Yeah, he's a great bowler. Multiple 300 games.
Oh, how convenient for him. He's great at everything.
Just does it all.
It's a first MLB product with his autograph since 2015. Unsigned memorabilia cards offer range from standard swatches to unique patches. So your hobby box is going to have 10 cards per pack, 1 pack per box, 2 boxes per case. It is a 70 card set size. Each hobby box has 9 autographs and 1 relic card. You are looking to spend. Do you guys want to guess?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. Say how many cards are in a box? I know you just said it.
10 cards per pack, 1 pack per box,
Okay.
2 boxes per case.
I'm going to say $5,000.
I'm going to say 4,500 because you took my number.
6,300.
Yeah. And look at this nonsense for you YouTubers. Look at this garbage. Griffey played for the White Sox.
I am blown away. I didn't believe
The 2010 season.
Dan from Omaha said it. I didn't believe it. I Wikipedia'd it, and it backs him up.
No, I guess it's not the 2010 season. It's
To
the 2008.
Yeah. But then he went to the Mariners very quickly afterwards.
What in the world? Why are they putting that jersey in there?
I don't know.
Come on, Tops.
I mean, if you're a White Sox fan, that's maybe something that you would go after. Like, if he spent like a minute in Detroit,
Yeah.
I would definitely want the Detroit.
You do it.
But outside that very specific market, I don't think anyone will be interested. Although,
I guess it's something to give White Sox fans hope for.
they need all the help they can
They
get.
do.
The city of Chicago needs all the help it can get, sports-wise.
All right. My verdict is bases loaded. I definitely took off a lot because of the price,
Yeah.
but it looks. I
It's an-
like the cards. I like what they're offering. I like that it's on card.
It's an
autograph.
incredible product, I have to admit.
So maybe you can buy into a break without selling a
Ooh,
liver.
There you go.
It depends what lobe deliver, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you can be a live donor. Kidney.
Topps Diamond Icon. Let's see what that goes for.
Oh, I don't even want to imagine.
Yeah, that might take me a minute. to
I
find
do.
that.
I do agree. Did you say that it has diamonds embedded in some of the cards?
That is what I was seeing. However, it doesn't look like it comes in that metal box, like that douchey sapphire
Okay.
thing that I was talking about last fall. But
Mm.
maybe I didn't see the right picture.
I'm just not a fan of putting diamonds or gold
don't get it.
or silver in a card. I don't either.
Is it like, are we trying to get guys excited for diamonds?
Maybe it's for like preppers. It's like when the world ends, they can melt their cards
I think that's it.
into bullets. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's never made sense to me.
Okay. I mean, I
I'm
don't
with
I
you.
don't get it, but
I'm with you.
I mean, I'd be happy with moissanite.
I've got a hot take here.
Uh-oh.
Mike Trout's the first card that we see.
Yeah.
Enough of Mike Trout
Yep.
being the huge hit.
He's jumped the shark.
I don't know what that means.
It means that he's no longer very popular.
Yeah.
It's old news.
Okay.
Jump the shark.
Do you know where that comes from?
No, I know.
It comes
I don't even know
from-
what
It comes from Happy Days.
Yes.
Fonzie. They were
You old soul.
they were sliding in the ratings. And so Fonzie literally jumps over a shark on jet skis.
Oh, we've heard that somewhere before. Maybe on one of those Netflix shows.
Well, Howard Stern employed a guy that started a website called jumptheshark.com. So they talk a lot about it.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
I found out about it. But
Mhm.
by the time that happened, people were like, okay, what's this Happy Days nonsense?
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And that's where Trout is. He has jumped the shark.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, also Fonzie was like a 45-year-old high school student. So
That too. Who somehow like went from like this badass biker guy to like the kindest, dorkiest guy of all time.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
What's next?
okay. So we have for Friday, February 7th, tomorrow or yesterday, depending on when you're listening.
Or both.
Or
Do
both.
you have a DeLorean?
Why not both?
Hmm.
2024 Don Russ football.
I don't know. Okay.
Like the past several years, collectors have multiple configurations at both the hobby and retail levels. These include a couple of new ones, including one that's exclusive to Costco. Now I looked this up. Yeah,
I didn't see it today.
no,
I went to Costco.
I
today.
need to go.
I
to
saw
Costco.
Lorcana at Costco today.
Really?
But I didn't see Donruss.
do you know why?
Why?
No.
Because it came out 4 months ago. The Costco version of this
Oh,
bundle, and it was a bundle. It's called a bundle.
well, now I look like an idiot.
No, you don't, because I had to look this up because I was like, we were at Costco today. I feel like we would have seen a line or some. I don't know. I don't know how hot the market is here.
That guy on Instagram who pretends to be Pat Mahomes or the Pat Mahomes cheerleader.
Yeah.
He is so no. He pretends to be Napoleon.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite. No, is it Napoleon or is
No,
it
it's
Napoleon? It's
I
Napoleon
was just
Dynamite.
throwing in
I
a
know.
shot at our boy.
That guy is funnier than hell.
Oh, I could sit there and watch those videos all day.
I have
Chiefs
no
wins
idea.
by 50 billion. I just giggle and Sarah's like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "Nothing."
I just like every time he's like, "Fuck."
I was gonna say that. I'm like, we'll just put the E on the show and we're fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
No idea what you're talking about.
It's
Yep.
He
for the
pretends he looks like and pretends to be Napoleon Dynamite and talks about football things. So he'll be like, "This is how the Chiefs look when they throw the ball." And he goes back and is like videotaping himself. And he's like throws it out of
looks like
nowhere.
Uncle Rico.
Yeah.
Just,
But then he looks like Napoleon. He's like, "Fuck." He like swears like
he'll like throw the ball, hit a plate that's on a ladder in his backyard, and then he'll come running in a ref jersey. Personal foul, touching Pat Mahomes. Chiefs win by 50 billion. Yes.
It's so it's like a dirty Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
funny.
really funny.
It talks only about sports.
Oh my god.
Are we the
I
only
feel
ones
like
who know
that's-
about this?
No, I feel like this is very niche for like you guys specifically. Like,
Oh, dude, I guarantee our chat knows about this guy.
oh no, I mean like this
yeah.
podcast.
Oh yes, yes. Oh, it's so damn funny though.
If this person listens to this podcast, that would be hilarious.
That would be
Oh
awesome.
yeah, get at us. We'll interview you all day. It'll be a 3-hour show.
I think his name's Patrick W. Cutler.
I
on
think you're right.
Instagram.
That first one is
Of course,
Oh
the
my
W.
yeah.
I
Get
love-
it.
Is this one?
Share a sample.
This one says, "Oh no!" It says, "I'm losing." No, this one looks sad.
Oh no.
That doesn't look so. Yeah, let's not do that one.
Yeah.
Let's do a more recent one.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. How about this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's
It'll take
share
a
this
second.
one.
Now, there, that went fast. That was great.
This one?
Yeah. Okay,
What are you doing? Oh, I'm getting ready for the Chiefs game. Yes.
That one wasn't as funny. Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
We gotta
Hang
do
on.
one more.
Let's do one more.
We gotta get a proper.
Okay, this one's called "Will the Chiefs?" Oh, this one. Entire Super Bowl 59 game leaked has 10,000 likes.
Personal foul, illegal touching of Pat Mahomes. Chiefs win by 50 billion. Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
so good.
I'm really glad you played that after reenacting it before you played it.
Well,
Which one was better?
Yours, obviously.
Yeah.
we might need to start a second account. The problem is he looks just like Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah.
Identical to him.
Does he have the hair?
Oh
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
when you see it,
Amazing.
he is identical.
I think he might live in Utah. There's a chance he lives in Utah.
we might need to reach out to him and see if he would come on our show.
What if we just had him show up in studio one day?
My,
Like
pants,
he's just sitting right here.
my pants would come off, and I would do the rest of the show without any pants.
Okay, but please do not shit on our coffee
I,
table.
I will not get on your coffee table, but the pants are staying on.
That's fine.
That's a deal
I,
breaker.
I cannot promise that Penny won't lick you.
Fair.
She
I'll-
wants all the lotion.
Yes.
oh God.
I always have to kick her off down here. Yeah, I guess it could have been dirty.
All right.
She is.
Genres.
All right. I'm not going to go there. So the base set has 400 total cards. 3/4 of that is a mix of active vets and retired stars. The Cornerstone rated rookies subset returns with a deep lineup of 100 first-year players. Isn't that a rookie?
Yeah. Yeah. That
Okay,
would
that's
be.
just a weird way to say that.
Mhm.
Yep.
Each card has no shortage of parallels. With the product's many box and pack types, this opens things up to several exclusives. Should I wait for Max to be done drinking water?
Nah,
He's
We're
gonna
good.
keep going.
we're good. He likes to make an appearance one time a show.
Select rated rookies also have autographed versions.
Okay.
Leading the inserts is a new installment of Downtown Cards, one of the sport's most popular chase sets. The Illustrated Landmarks return. The Illustrated Landmarks return. While regular versions are fairly tough pulls at hobby and retail, there are new jumbo versions that are one per Costco bundle box,
Okay.
which came out 4 months ago. So the box sets that they discuss, and so I believe the hobby and the Wintertons are being released today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Friday, February 7th.
Okay.
Hobby and Winter Tins, Mega, Blaster, and then the Costco bundle, which was 4 months ago.
Okay.
I'm unclear on when the Mega and the Blaster were released, but they were not released or not being released tomorrow.
Okay.
Friday the 7th. So in the hobby box, there are 10 cards per pack, 18 packs per box, 18 boxes per case. It is a 400 card set size. Each hobby box has 1 auto, 1 memorabilia, 42 inserts, 12 parallels, and 18 base rated rookies. And from what I can tell, I think that they're sticker autos.
Yeah.
They
That
usually
wouldn't
are.
surprise me.
I know the cost of this because Sarah and I talked about it before.
Yeah.
You got thoughts on this?
$150.
That's what I told you it
Yep.
should cost and what it did cost pre-pandemic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it ready.
And this is the NBA hoops of football cards.
That's exactly what I told her. When she asked, she said, what is genres? And I said, it's like NBA hoops.
That crunch time insert is the dumbest card I've ever seen in my life.
They're ugly.
You can see it on our YouTube or Google. Crunch time insert, Donruss
So
football. So stupid.
So
All right.
get this price.
$425 for a hobby box.
No. No. No.
That's just absurd.
But
Yes.
if you want,
Who do you think you are, Donruss?
if you want to spend $25 to $30, you can get a winter tin, which I don't.
Probably has like 3 cards.
Right.
You're going to get some meaningless insert.
No autos.
Yeah, it didn't have a listing of what comes in the winter tins, so I'm assuming they're dumb.
Garbage.
That blows so bad.
My verdict is that it's a Hail Mary, and that I think they're just trying to make some money.
Yep.
Panini does that well. Boy, the autograph checklist is huge. Now you can get some rookies in there. Penix is a notable one that stands out.
But more likely, you're going to get someone you've never heard of.
Oh,
that
yeah.
probably isn't even on the team anymore.
I mean, the list of people here that I'm scrolling through that I've never heard of is.
Yeah.
And most of these are high numbered. Oh, my God. Just awful.
Yeah.
Guess Bucky Irvin is another one that you could get.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr.
JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy. Yep.
But again, a lot of.
No Bo Nix.
Yeah.
No Daniels.
You're not saying anything that sounds like
They must
Taylor
have
Swift's
Panini
boyfriend, so
exclusives.
I'm not interested.
Awful. Yeah. Very overpriced. All right.
Okay.
Awful.
What do you got next?
2024 Panini Photogenic Football.
Okay.
Marks the photography-driven brand's first go as a standalone set in the sport. Panini has used it in their multi-brand chronicles before, and Photogenic has had its own sets for basketball and wrestling, but never a full pigskin offering. While the images are meant to be the star, those looking for the traditional hits will still find them. So just standing out to me as one of the photos they shared is like someone's butt and someone's junk. Like that's what's in the photo. And like they're wearing blue tights. So I think they're like the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Tyreek Hill. Yep. You know, interestingly,
That is 100% chode.
how many kids does he have?
Not a.
He's got a
small amount.
lot.
Not a small amount.
So it's kind of fitting that that's his shot.
That's yeah.
That's not
It's a
his only
superstar.
shot.
Let's see. He had. Oh, well, he only has 5.
That's
Oh,
a lot of kids.
There is a guy I know who you're talking about, and I think he's retired. We'll have to look up who it was.
Some say he has 8 children with 5 women. Others say he has 5 children with 3 women. So a little bit up in the air. Okay, I'm sorry.
There was a guy interviewed on Hard Knocks where he started listing off all his kids' names, and there were like 15 of them.
Were they
No
all
joke.
George?
Yeah.
No, they were not all George. George Foreman the third.
All right. So let's see.
Antonio Cromartie, Look up how many kids Antonio Cromartie had.
Oh no.
What's the over under?
I'm putting it at. I'll set the over under at 10.
I mean,
but-
for
oh,
men,
The over?
11, and I'm taking the over.
Okay. 8.
Really?
Yeah.
it's not a lot of kids, guys. There's no one knows
Not
any
here in
Catholics and
Utah.
Mormons.
Oh, wait, but there's another one here that says he could have 14.
I think that's the closer number.
Wow.
Do y'all need to look up polygamists? Warren Jeffs? I don't even want to know. He had kids
Interesting.
with kids.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know we need a better button for that. Yeah. That one. All right. So collectors can also expect to find an average of 1 insert per pack and 4 parallels in each box. Like Top Stadium Club, design elements for the base set are minimal. This allows for the photographs to stand out with an edge-to-edge full bleed layout. Intensity and emotion are common among the shots, capturing the game like few sets do. You get 5 cards per pack, 10 packs per box, 14 boxes per case, and it's a 200 card set size. Each hobby box has 1 auto, 10 inserts, 4 parallels, and 5 rookies. Want to guess?
That's got to be another 400.
Price of a car.
Yeah, $350 to $400 for a hobby box. And my verdict is they dropped the ball.
I like it.
Nice.
I like that a lot.
Very
Probably
nice.
should have put an S in there though.
These are sticker autos. The
Yeah.
concept, I think, is cool,
I agree.
but I think the execution is poor.
No, and you know who's done the best job of these with the photos, and the photos are okay. It reminds me of baseball stadium.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. And I agree, but I think that the execution for it isn't there.
Yeah, on this, absolutely, I agree. But keep working on it.
Yeah.
Or Panini.
Maybe next year.
Actually, don't get rid of your products and just hand them over to Fanatics now.
Let's just be done.
Yes.
Let's just call it.
All right, and for the final one this week that is on your list, that is not, what is it, Formula One? Why do they call it that?
I have no idea.
Okay. I should look that up.
Making us look like idiots. God.
We had that before. We
2024
don't need it still.
2024 Panini Rookies and Stars Football. All told, hobby boxes have 4 hits that are split evenly between signatures and relics. The 6-pack boxes also have 6 chrome inserts, another dozen other inserts, and 5 numbered parallels. The base set has 200 cards, highlighting both the NFL's newest faces and some of its most popular. The busy design makes for easy background color switches to differentiate its parallels.
I like that
Select-
Crusade. Okay.
Some
Yeah.
of them are like,
that's okay.
I don't like the last few. Select cards also have an autograph rainbow to go with the standard one. Autographs appear to be sticker autos.
Yeah, clearly.
10 cards per hobby pack, 6 packs per hobby box, 14 boxes per case. It's a 200 card set size. Each hobby box has 2 autographs, 2 memorabilia, 6 Optichrome inserts, 12 additional inserts, 5 parallels, and 12 base rookies. You're looking to spend $350 for a hobby box.
You know, that's not totally offensive, but this box again is a $150 box. Like
I agree.
pre-pandemic, that's what it was. These cards, well, maybe not the NBA hoops of NFL, is maybe just a couple steps above it.
Did they just have a whole bunch of ink left over?
They must have.
So that's what my
I don't
verdict is that it's a Hail Mary because it looks like leftover stuff they're trying to make money off of.
It really does. Why is it so busy? Like this Thrillers?
Yeah.
Like, what does Thrillers have to do with Rookies and Stars? And then what is the background? There's like blood spattered handprints
Well, the person was saying that
and then an eyeball.
There's a word that says spa.
Yeah,
the busy design makes for easy background color switches to differentiate its parallels. I think that's just a polite way of saying they've
They're just gonna
taken
print more.
pictures and they've printed like color on top of it to make it a different card, even though it's not. It's the same card that they've
Yep.
sold everywhere else.
yes.
All right.
So anyway,
Meh. Meh.
nothing exciting
It
this
isn't.
week.
How many mez do you give it?
3.5.
Well,
Oh,
I was coming up
that's
with
almost comatose.
I was
Shit.
I don't know.
You know that Chad's killing me with a joke when I get real quiet.
That's why I always look over and see if it hits or not.
It's like the wheeze from the toothless guy.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna pull that up this week. Oh,
Do
okay.
it.
I need you to talk.
Here, I'll get the dog.
Yes, we do. Oh, dude, you're gonna effing kill us on the show by doing it. You know that. I don't even know that we've told that story about us in Las Vegas watching
This
this
would
guy.
probably be a pretty good episode for that.
Yes, I do agree. I do concur with that. When we were in Las Vegas, we found a YouTube of this guy, and Chad and I
Thank you, Sarah.
really all weekend, but particularly after one night of drinking, we stopped to get some burgers.
It was morning.
It was late, man.
Yeah,
It was late for me.
late. And Chad and I don't think touched our food because we could barely breathe.
Oh yeah.
We were
God.
laughing so hard. I've never laughed harder in my entire life.
Okay, and as we talk, I'm going to see. There's one particular reel. I think it was about the Chiefs. Did I send it to you? Did I send you an Instagram reel of this week?
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going
Play
to pull
it.
it up on there.
I don't know that I watched it because of the week I've been having.
Oh,
Off air.
dude, this is going to make your week.
I need it.
Oh,
The
I
one
need
you
it so
guys were
bad.
laughing at was
Oh, buddy.
it was BYU in Utah because I think
Oh, here it is.
At the time, you're
at the
right.
time-
Back
yeah,
in
yeah,
Vegas.
yeah. But this one's been recycled.
Okay, let me
It's always good.
Okay, hang on. How do I
You gotta share your screen.
How do I make it big? How do I do it?
I don't know how you make
Okay,
it.
here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to share the screen though.
I know. I'm trying to make sure this is the right one.
Did you share the screen though?
I'm going to kill you. Okay, no. So this was in regard. Okay, so you teed it up. This is the video, and this is what had us laughing. But they did an overlay this week of verbiage on top of it because it is in Spanish
You need an interpretation. You need a
regarding the Luca trade.
translation. Oh my god. Okay, I'm spitting out my gum for this.
So as we go through this, how are we going to? You may need to read what it says on there because I'm going to have my microphone up to the guy talking.
Okay.
Yeah, you see where I'm going with that?
I'll do my best to translate.
Okay, let's do this. So
For those listening.
let's take Sarah off.
Why I'm
Let's
doing
go
it for
like
you
this.
losers, you really should be on our YouTube if you cared about us at all.
It's true.
Just kidding. We love you all.
Okay, here we go.
God damn
Are we
it.
sharing?
Yes.
We're good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm making my screen big so I can read this. This is what he is saying while he is talking. You'll hear him. One day I had coffee. Okay. We got to go fast, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay. I had coffee with Nico Harrison came in and said, Luka Doncic was fat and lazy. We won't get in shape. We need to do something. He averages 33.99, but he is fat and slow and won't play defense. I want a team that plays good defense. That's not fat. He said, let's trade Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis plays good defense. They are worth the same. He says, I'll give you Luka to you for AD and 2 first rounders. I said, you just have. He said, he is fat and slow. You were right. He is so bad. That is a risk for me. I will only give you 1 first rounder. And he said, okay. I talked him into giving AD and one first rounder for Luka Doncic.
Oh man.
If you
I
haven't
hope
seen this
people
guy-
enjoy that the way that we do.
Oh man, it will. It makes me cry every time.
It's so good. That is so good.
Oh man, okay, let's recompose ourselves. As they
If you
said,
don't enjoy that, the show's probably not for you, but you probably figured that out a long time ago.
that's exactly right. That's exactly right. All right. Well, many thanks to Doc, Mrs. Doc, and she has exited the building with the pup. She'll be taking care of him so he doesn't try and eat me for screaming. I appreciate that. Let's dive into a little potpourri on top of potpourri.
Yeah.
I have something to share.
Okay, I like that.
I also have a problem. So remember a couple weeks ago how I shit all over Bowman?
Yeah.
So why would you ever buy anything Bowman? It's the most worthless thing ever. And
Yes.
then, the following week I had to show that I picked up yet another Cam Rising Bowman auto, numbered to 10. They changed the red parallels from 5 in the first one to 10
Okay.
as time went on. And my problem has continued.
Oh, God.
In the past week, I have picked up
What have you done?
a Bowman U from this year, Cam Rising auto, Gunslinger Wanted.
Oh, that's cool, though.
It's kind of
Is that a die cut?
It is kind of, yeah.
But
yeah.
it looks like an old school Wild West poster.
Exactly. And I'll pass these over to you so that you can take a closer look. I also picked up a Cam Rising Bowman U numbered to 10 red, just plain Jane parallel. Again, I have a problem. And I picked up this year's Elements Cam Rising red auto. Dude, I have a problem. I have a serious problem. And what I've noticed is I think I have numbers 1 out of 10, 3 out of 10, and 6 out of 10. My last year's Elements was a 7 out of 10. Maybe I need to collect the rainbow. All the numbers through 1 through 10.
I think you should. These are good looking cards, though, Ricky.
I like them. And honestly, all of them really reasonably priced. I think 20 to 40 bucks each. I think these are the sellers that realize like his stock is tanking.
I know you already showed this.
No,
I really like that Gunslinger, though.
I dig that one a lot.
Naturally, he's running the ball in that photo because that makes sense.
Yeah. Right before he broke his knee in half.
Yeah, seriously.
All 3 photos are from the Rose Bowl game. The
Rose
cool Bowl game.
Yeah. That's probably our own. No, did our guy take the photos there? Or did he do the Pac-12 title game? He did the
Pac-12 title. Yeah.
Super cool though, man. These are good looking.
Yeah, thank you. I figure it's a cheap investment. It's a guy that won us 2 Pac-12 championships.
Oh yeah,
and he's done a lot for the program. So I'll always hold him close in my heart. And we got to meet him.
Yeah. My first tattoo was after him.
Yeah. Of his auto.
Yeah. There on the old cheek. No, he really did mean a lot to Utah football. I put him on the same pedestal as Alex Smith.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as elevating the program to what it is. And of course, last year was a bad year, but yeah, big time dude. He'll go down in Utah history.
You got to be grateful for the good times for sure.
Yep.
The other thing I picked up is there's a new Jeff Malone auto out there.
Oh boy.
Not a product I care about per se. Phoenix, and it's a Crusade insert. I picked up silver, and the main reason that this was important to me.
Oh, Jazz
jersey.
Yeah.
You get a lot of him in the Bullets. You don't get a lot in the Jazz.
And is that Crusade the Phoenix in a purple background?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah,
color match.
It does. It looks really nice when you take a look at it up close. While I was shopping for that, I think that one cost me like $6.
That's a great purchase.
Yeah, like how can you say no? But I was also seeking the same card like that, but a white ice parallel, numbered to 49.
Oh.
And started a guy had it for like $40. I'm like, okay, you don't, no one's paying you $40 for a Jeff Malone card. He has I've picked up cards numbered to 3 that are cheaper than that. And dude, I offer him 18. He comes back at, I guess he started at 30. So he comes back at 25. I go up to 20, which we're getting out of hand now.
Okay.
He comes back at 24. It is the best feeling ever as a buyer. Slamming the decline. You're out of here. And I just imagine this guy looking at his phone like that Napoleon Dynamite. Fuck.
Now, this is such an interesting debate. And our group chat over on Instagram, Pack to the Future podcast, has had some debates about this.
Yeah.
At what point do you spend the extra X number of dollars to just get the card versus sticking it to the seller versus saving the money?
That's a great question. And I did give some analysis to this. Like, it wasn't just a, no, I'm not going to do it. Right. First of all, it's numbered to 49. I can assure you there are not 49 Jeff Malone collectors out there wanting his card. I am positive of that. Secondly, It doesn't help when you already have another version of the card being sold for $20.
Sure.
So I could go pick it up for $20 right now. And I bet if I offered that guy 18, he would take it. So I figure it's number to 49. I'm going to see a few of these. I'm going to have other options. There's going to be more realistic buyers. So, dude, it felt so good just to stick it to that guy.
The one that's numbered to 49, is that a Phoenix as well?
Yeah. Type in Crusade or Phoenix, Jeff Malone, or just Jeff Malone auto number to 40. There it is.
Oh, $18.
No, go down. That's the bullets. Go down to the third one.
Yep.
That's the Jackass. And look below it. $19.99.
Okay, hang on. We're gonna do something.
I love it. I'm
gonna mess around. Let's see if I can get it.
Yeah. Dude, offer him $6.90.
Okay, so it's wait, there's one for $19.
That's my point.
Why don't you just buy that one?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, hold on a second. You countered and offered him 20 at one point?
Well, I didn't realize that this 1999 one existed yet. And it was after I went and looked, I'm like, oh, yeah.
So you offered him 20 so that you could get a $10 discount. But on this other one, $20 would be overpaying by a penny. So you didn't touch that one.
No.
But you wanted to win the showdown battle.
I had to stick it to this guy first. And now I do need to buy that other one. In fact, you know what? We're not going to mess around. Let's do this.
I'm going to offer him something here real quick.
Okay. You offer the 30, and while he's at it, I'm going to buy this Effers $19.99 just to stick it to him more. I want him to see another Jeff Malone go. Buy Jeff Malone. Buy.
That's good.
Yeah. So that's been my week with the mail day. It's been pretty fun to get these cards in. It's been fun to put these Red Cam Risings next to all the other ones I own.
Yeah.
It's become kind of a fun little niche collection.
Are you displaying them?
I haven't yet, but I will figure out a way to do it. I actually need to put these in mags.
You know what you should do is like find a way, maybe get, remember those 3Ms that we had on the wall that held up really well?
Yeah.
And put them up on your wall in mags, but make it in the shape of a U.
Oh, that would be sick.
That'd be cool.
You know what I could do? You got me, was it Christmas? Recently, in the last year, you got me one of these, maybe my birthday, case holders. The phone case.
I forget what they're called. They're over there, but my
but
God, there's like a candle in here lighting our room, so I can't see what it's.
Well, I could create
vaulted.
Vaulted. I could create a U with that. I can put them around the edges.
Oh,
the
yeah.
bottom,
Yeah, you could.
And I might have enough at this point. I think I have 5. I need 2 more.
That's what eBay's for.
There's more for sale. I might get some duplicates
on next week's Back to the Future podcast. Now, I will tell you
an intervention with Ricky.
I'm not going to tell you what the number was, but I just sent an offer on the Jeff Malone.
Okay.
To see if I can win it.
Yeah, and I was thinking about buying the other one. I want to see if you end up getting this picked up, because I swear to God,
I will make you complete a series of tasks.
Done.
That will be challenging.
Done.
In order to win this Jeff Malone.
And entertaining on the show.
Yeah.
But
the good news is, because it's you and me, we can't back out.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, let's see if he learned his lesson. He needs to be given another spanking.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you use the affiliate link, Boston Steve.
Oh, I didn't.
Damn it.
No.
Oh, man.
Whoops.
Oh, my God.
That's my bad.
All right. In addition to that, I want to talk a little bit about, and sorry, Deputy Dog, we're going to talk a little bit about Royal Rumble recap.
Oh, do it.
Just some quick hitters. Here are my thoughts about the Royal Rumble.
You pulled out notes for this.
I did. Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
It's been one of those weeks where we're going to rely on some notes for some of these topics. First of all, it was one night. It was Saturday. We started super secret summer Royal Rumble / WrestleMania chat. If you want to be in it, if you really love talking wrestling, just message us on Instagram at Back to the Future Podcast. Tell us to put you in it. We'll put you in it.
I added Brown because he asked about it on Slack.
Yeah.
And last year he was on the last year?
Okay. Yeah.
A year and a half ago. He was on the show a couple times. He was on the podcast a couple times.
We need to get him back.
So I added him and expecting that he would chime in with something.
I tried to.
And you call him out specifically.
I did.
I sense you were a little irked that I added him.
No, not at all.
And you're like, Brown, what was your analysis? And he's like, Just wanted to listen.
I'll take my call off.
Damn it, Brown.
No, I was not irked at all. I was thrilled. And in fact, I didn't realize that he'd been on the show before. I almost gave like a big intro about who he was.
Yeah.
But I noticed in the in our friend group chat on Slack, he had said, "Yeah, I really want to get in." He's like, "Of course they all hate it," because he was talking about how much he loved that Royal Rumble. So I didn't want him to feel bad and like he couldn't share, like we were all just shitting on it.
No, not that opinion. He couldn't.
No. So I was just trying to invite him truly to share. But because I'll admit this, wrestling fans, we're the worst. We have so many expectations and none of them are met.
I always want the world.
Yeah. So we shit all over it. But this Rumble struggled a little bit.
Let me add a little context to this.
Please.
The family was a little hyped for the Rumble. So I was in Disneyland for the Rumble. And it was, so I went down there for a race. I did a 10K on Saturday, half marathon Sunday. And the only reason that matters for this context is you got to wake up real early for these races. And so Saturday night, it was perfect because the Royal Rumble started early and we had a little suite down there. So we all had rooms and we went into this main living room and I fired it up on the TV. And so we all sat around and watched the Royal Rumble. My dad, my sister, and my mom.
I love that. Kyla watched it with me at home as well. And some of note, they are moving these pay-per-views. I guess they're premium live events now.
Yeah,
there's no such thing as a pay-per-view, but they're moving them. It seems like more and more to Saturday, and they are moving them earlier in the day to help the global audience.
I love it.
I liked it too. It felt like it didn't waste my whole night.
Yep.
Right. We got to go do stuff. Kyla and I went out to dinner after. But so I don't mind that. Here are my problems. Only 4 matches total.
Yeah.
Women's Rumble, Men's Rumble, Tag Team Championship, and World Championship men's. What they really need to do is expand it like they have with SummerSlam, with WrestleMania, to 2 nights. They need to let the men feature one night and the women Rumble feature the other night. And honestly, because they're not getting enough matches in there. And if you're a women's wrestling fan, you should be pissed because the women were not featured whatsoever outside the Rumble.
So I would agree with that. I agree with that last statement. However, who was not in the Rumble that you wanted to see in an individual match?
Well, I probably wanted to see some double dipping. I wanted to see the Intercontinental Championship up, and Braun Breaker was in the Rumble. But historically, they have always double dipped that way, right?
Okay.
I'd like to see any of the titles, all the titles up for grabs, and some more interesting matches that way. It just feels like a big tentpole event, and you should just have more to it than just 2 Rumbles.
Sure.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I got annoyed that the women's Rumble took up so much time. And don't get me wrong, women's has come a long way. Wrestling, I enjoy it so much more. I was entertained, but I want more of these guys that I knew through the Rumble and not just in the Rumble. Was my opinion.
The problem with the women's, to be honest, is the bad women's wrestlers are not as good as the bad men's wrestlers.
Yes.
The bad women's wrestlers stand out. The good women's wrestlers
are good.
Are really good.
Yes.
And maybe even better than the good men's wrestlers.
Agreed.
But the bad ones are bad.
No, I totally agree.
The bad ones can whoop my ass and are far more talented than me.
Sure.
But they're still, the product isn't as good.
Not quite there.
Right.
Exactly. The one small plus size, I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes probably killed Kevin Owens in their ladder match.
We actually, yes. Do you have more on that? I'm sorry.
No, that's it.
Right in.
No, please.
Earlier in the match, when the ladders started coming out, I was telling my dad about how they have different signals, the refs do. And I told him about the X, the cross symbol. He could have sworn that he saw, I think it was I forget which manager it is, whether it's Raw or SmackDown, whoever came out, he could have swore he saw him throw up the X.
I think
and we thought we thought he was dead.
He went through a ladder so damn hard and landed on his head so hard that his legs went over his head and remained there.
I went through the full range of emotion. I went through the, oh my God, to pure laughter for about 30 seconds to, yeah, this could be a problem.
I just laughed at a dead guy.
That's
what you were thinking, isn't it? So that match was excellent. I have to give it props. here's my last critique and what pissed me off. The whole time in our group chat, we're like, okay, we're getting to the 30th contestant. We don't know who it could be. It could be anyone. Could be a boat. And F and Dan from Omaha starts putting it in my head. It's going to be The Rock.
If it's Triple H, I am literally having a truck pull a boat out at number 30.
Even
and like 10 people in the crowd would go nuts.
Yeah.
Everyone else would be like, what in the world is happening? But those 10 people, they might die.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm one of them.
No, you're 100% right, dude. And Dan and I are like going toe to toe saying, he's like, I'm going to take off my shirt. I'm like, I'm going to take off my pants.
I was worried I was delayed. That's why I didn't jump in the chat with you guys.
Fair.
I thought it was on a delay and I didn't want to see who it was.
Well, and I tuned in a little late and stuck with it because I was fearful that you guys would spoil it if I waited.
Yeah.
Same thing. And it was not The Rock. It wasn't anyone very cool. I think it was it Jey Uso that came out last, or I can't remember even.
I'll pull it
came
up.
Out. Yeah, pull it up. But here's my point, and then we're gonna wrap up wrestling. At one point at the end of this show, you had Jey Uso, John Cena, Logan Paul, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, and LA Knight in the ring.
And Logan Paul was number 30.
And Logan Paul, that's right. Oh, what oh God, what disappointment.
Yep.
You had all these men in the ring. Everyone but Logan Paul and Jey Uso is a compelling storyline at WrestleMania if they win. Every single one is more compelling.
Yep.
And Logan Paul, I think, in talking in the chat room, I think all of us felt when Logan Paul was one of the final three, we were terrified that he would win.
Yes.
Anyone but him was what Kyle and I were screaming. Anyone but him. And he got eliminated and we said, okay, it's John Cena and Jey Uso. I start getting excited thinking this is John Cena going off in the sunset.
Yeah.
And they teased the hell out of us and it ends up being Jey Uso. And dude, I was so disappointed.
My mom, who does not watch wrestling, was disappointed.
Yeah.
So was my sister. She just said, why?
Again, he's not offensive. I just always will think of him as a tag partner with his twin brother. And he can go on to main event and do stuff. Like he's clearly very popular, but it just doesn't do it for me. Sorry.
I agree. If he doesn't yeet, he is not as popular. And I kept saying this in our group chat.
Nailed it.
He's popular because of that.
Yep.
And, he's got a good kick to the head. He probably kicked my head right off. That's cool.
And he and his brother were one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
So many other storylines that they could have pushed.
Yeah.
Give it to Cena. If it's me, you throw Cena in there, give him a title match. Like maybe he wins Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
I don't know. But do it.
Well, and
what are you waiting for?
And I went to the overtime cards earlier that day, and the owners were telling me how he's like, yeah, I'm going to have all my other employees work. I'm going home to get food. He was so excited. And he's like, it's going to be Cena. Mark my words. It's going to be Cena. I was so excited. And yeah. And then
no.
So much. I was so disappointed that by a few minutes later, you were texting me about the post-show press conference and how ridiculous it was. I was like, I'm not even watching anymore.
Yeah.
I'm out.
It was disappointing. I mean, good for him.
Yep.
But
yep.
I don't know.
No, not just meh. I give that 3 mehs.
Damn.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going hard tonight.
You are.
Sorry, Deputy Dog, we're not quite done with WWE. I got one last quick update. It'll be very fast. Chad, you were very kind after we opened our wrestling boxes last week. You decided you were not going to collect the WWE Prizm set from this year.
Right. Yeah.
So you handed me your box and secretly I thought like this is great and I'm going to look at it. But I knew like I've been collecting the base set. I only needed 3 or 4 cards. I wasn't hopeful that your box had it, and it did.
What the hell's wrong with my box?
Nothing. It's a great box.
Yeah.
I had to eat my words.
There's some surprises that you may not know were in there.
A few. I completed my base set. I added a ton of insert. I used almost every insert was new.
Nice.
Your parallels were amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm following Boston Steve's suggestion. I'm going to now collect silvers and swap them out. And I even conversed with Boston Steve on how he puts his cards in pages, because I right now I have them in a penny sleeve and then the page, but they kind of wrinkle. And I was like, do you do this or do you just put it raw on the page? And he was saying for some of these big binders that he gets for his nicer cards, he'll double bag it. But for like basic binders, he's like, nah, if it's like not super expensive cards or super meaningful, like I'll just use the raw page. So we're using raw page.
Nice.
I'm super excited.
Very nice.
Added a bunch of silvers to my collection.
That's
too.
great. How far do you think you are in the silver chase?
I think it's a 200 card set, and I'd say I have about 15. Not many.
Okay. Well,
Not many.
you're starting though.
I'm getting there.
That's good.
Yeah. And if we included all parallels, if I was swapping out any parallel, it's probably closer to 30. But it's silver strictly. So
how are you going to go about collecting the rest?
eBay purchases probably.
Okay.
I think that I'll be able to find some for cheap and start hoarding cards on eBay. I'm gonna have my wife's gonna have a talk with me, I'm sure, with all the envelopes that'll come in.
How many silvers do you get in a hobby box? Oh,
About 3 or 4.
I mean,
I do have another.
It's more fun,
I
rip
do-
a little wax.
I do have the box that I started opening on Dr. Ghost Hunters. I still haven't even hit any autos, and I have
really?
I have not opened the rest. Of that
you
box.
still got it.
So I'll definitely open that one.
Yeah, cool.
And yeah, I might buy one.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's out there. Why not?
Loving every minute of it.
You could do a little ComC too.
Yeah,
as well. That's what Kenny Benson is mentioning.
Great idea.
That is a good idea.
That is. That's all I got for now. Chad,
That's pretty good.
what have you been up to?
Hell if I know. Where are we at? We got 56 minutes into this thing.
Who do we think we are?
Do I have anything to even offer this show? I went to Disneyland. I ran a race this last weekend. I got a photo, a goofy ass photo with a
Please
character.
share that.
Let me show you this. I don't know that I've got much content.
Did you open
to
any
add to
cards
this.
on the plane?
Not on the plane, but I will say, so I flew Delta, and it seemed like with some of the airline issues that have been going down,
I was thinking about you with that.
The pilots like made it a point to come out and talk to people and like
Oh,
tell
thank
them,
God.
hey, you're gonna hear this sound, and like just know that it's okay. I've never heard them do that before.
Thank God.
And so there were things like that were very interesting. But they brought out cards to kids, and actually had a kid sitting in front of
The
me.
airplane card?
The airplane card.
Oh, did you get one for me?
I did not get
Damn
one for you.
it.
They were just for the kids.
Fair.
But I saw one kid walking down the aisle with one, showing his mom, and the kid in front of me stopped him. Was like, "Oh, do they have airplane cards? Like they have them on this flight?" And they're like, "Yeah, like it's a huge hit."
Hey, I'm telling you, I sent some off to one of our listeners, and he said his kids really appreciated them. I can't remember who offhand. It's been a week.
Yeah, it seemed to be a
It's been
hit.
a week. They're cool looking cards, man. I would seriously, like, I'm not going to go out of my way to buy them on eBay, but I would absolutely collect them when I take a flight if they'll give them to a 42-year-old man with a beard.
Just be like, "Yeah, my kid's in the bathroom."
There you
So-
go. There you go.
So here's this little race. Here's this little photo. That I thought this was funny. So I ran 2 races. One was a 10K that I really wanted to get like my personal best on. I've been training pretty hard for it,
Right.
and I missed my best by like a minute and a half. So I was kind of bummed about that. The second half kind of got my ass kicked.
Yeah.
So I was kind of bummed. So the next day was a half marathon. I'm like, you know what? The humidity was so high, and you know how wrecked I get if like I sweat too much and like, I'm just a total mess.
Right.
So I'm like, the first 5 miles, I'm just going to stop and take photos. And then after that, I got bored of that and I turned on the jets and I still got a really good time. So I was happy with that. But I stopped with these 2 country bears. How about that? Took a little photo.
Little Goldilocks.
Yeah. Got my photo with Goofy as well. Got some pretty good photos during that race.
Hell yeah.
So it was a good time.
I like it. I did almost respond, but I didn't think it would translate to writing because you posted in either our friend group chat or our show Instagram chat about how you missed your PR, and then you posted a photo of you like double gun pointing at the camera while you're running.
Yeah.
And I was gonna write like, I bet if you didn't stop to do that, you would have PR.
You know what's funny is, so I had 2 different shirts that I wore, right? So
Oh.
everything in yellow was the half marathon day.
Okay.
That I ran slow. Even stopped at the porta potty at mile 7. It's hard to get up when you're down in a porta potty
Oh yeah.
after mile 7.
Oh,
Like I
can
went to
only
stand up,
imagine.
my quads were like, no.
Nope. They need like a pole bar.
And then everything in red was from the 10K. I knew where the photographers were going to be because they were in the same spot last
yeah.
year. So I'm just dying. And then all of a sudden I'm like, eh.
I did the same thing when I'd run
Dude,
those.
the last 2 miles of the race, though, of the 10K, I don't remember any of it.
Really?
None of
You're
it.
pushing that hard.
I think my salt was all screwed up. I lost my salt pills and I was sweating my ass off. And like when I sweat, I think my sodium actually gets pretty funky.
Yeah.
And I was wrecked.
Oh,
Yeah, it was not good.
man.
So yeah, that was my week.
Okay.
Nothing real card stuff. I will say this: my mom bought a case of Cacao, if you recall, last year, and so we had a day Saturday before the Royal Rumble that we were just kind of hanging out. We didn't want to go into the parks because we had that half marathon the next day.
Right.
Beach came down.
Oh
And
yeah.
hung out with his girls.
Hell yeah.
We had a little cabana out there, and his girls were playing the pool. It was a ton of fun.
Nice.
But we opened up a box of Cacao, which unfortunately since then, Topps Chrome Disney has come out. So really the value of Cacao has dropped a bit.
Yeah.
But we did hit one of these firework cards of the Red Queen.
Oh,
These are
that's
number 200.
awesome.
They're cool looking cards.
Very.
No, they're not worth a ton, but
Super cool.
yeah.
Super cool.
So that was a good time. And that's always fun opening those
up. Before we hop out of here, Dan from Omaha brings up a good point. Super Bowl is this Sunday. And I've got a couple quick hitters. Very quick hitters.
I like it.
While you were gone,
because it was him, I almost said no. Let's end the show.
Well, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl, but before we get to that, we need to talk about the Pro Bowl. It was the weekend you were gone.
Yeah.
During Royal Rumble as well. And you know, there's been a lot of talk about the abomination that the Pro Bowl has become. When I was a kid, I remember being so excited just to see so many different helmets playing on the same team. Like it was so cool.
Was that same jersey,
different
regular helmets? I
Yep,
love that
blue
too.
versus red.
Yeah.
And I always dug it. And so they've clearly gone away from a true football game because it was so ridiculous and no one wanted to get hurt. I get it. And they've gone to this flag football format. And I do have to say, like, I caught a little bit of it. And they do have like an all-star weekend, a Pro Bowl weekend that started on Thursday. And man, they're trying to make this thing entertaining. So Eli and Peyton each coach a side. Eli had the NFC, Peyton the AFC. And Thursday they did some events. One was called Passing the Test. So what they would do, they would pair a quarterback, a Pro Bowl quarterback with a trivia partner. For example, Jared Goff was paired with Josh Jacobs, Joe Burrow with Nico Collins. So it doesn't seem to be any specific connection. Maybe that within same division. No, that wouldn't even fit for that. But same AFC versus NFC, right? They pair off. The trivia partner had to answer 5 questions. And depending on how many of the questions they got right, you got additional time for the quarterback to make his throws.
What?
It's the silliest thing ever, but like it was funny as hell because not everyone got all 5 questions. A lot of people like missed a couple questions.
Okay.
So then the quarterback throws and has to hit all the targets, right?
Okay.
And whoever has the highest score at the end, Jared Goff was the highest score. However,
you do that shit in a regular game.
No kidding. Yeah, where were you? In the playoffs. Anyway, he gets the highest score, and what they do is the winner of that event, their conference gets 3 points in the Pro Bowl game to start out with. Okay. So they have each event gives you 3 points. So there was a score.
So it's like a Hogwarts scoring system.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly like a Hogwarts. They also did satisfying catches where the receivers had to make like 3 one-handed catches from this ball machine that was just gunning these balls super hard. So they had to catch 3 in a row, just their hand, not body.
Okay.
Then they had to put on mascot gloves, like way oversized Mickey Mouse hands, and catch a ball. Then they had to go do a diving catch. They did the big spike where like the linemen, it was kind of like the game where you have the hammer and you hit it and see how high up the ball goes.
Yeah.
But instead it was a football that would they'd spike down to see who gets the
Oh,
highest. They had helmet harmony, which was 2 teammates that were both at the Pro Bowl. I think it was the Eagles and Steelers. And it was kind of like the newlywed game for them. I didn't watch a lot of this, but they also had a relay race where they just ran a football back and forth 3 times. And all these start accumulating points, right? They had dodgeball. I didn't watch that. But it might have been entertaining. Then what they do is they start the football game on Sunday. And to begin the game, I think it started out like 7-14 for the NFC because they had won all these things and the AFC won a couple. Then between each quarter, they would it was 13-6 to begin with, I believe. Then between each quarter, they would continue with these games. So in between the first and second, they did one called Punt Perfect, where they had all these like oversized trash cans, and like they took a non-punter from each side that had to kick like 5 balls and see how many they get in, and then the punters for the Pro Bowls did it.
Okay.
I watched this part. It went to like triple overtime, and they had a punt off.
Were you amused by it?
Yeah, because it was Jack Fox from the Lions.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm amused.
To me, it sounds so silly, like it's just making a mockery of football. But then again, I didn't watch it, so
well, and I don't know what else you do with it, right? Like you either get rid of the Pro Bowl or they're trying. You can tell, and you're right. It's not like for every. I watched maybe 3 of these events. It was not captivating enough for me to even watch the whole game.
Okay,
but it was kind of fun. Like I'd stop and watch Punt Perfect, and I'd be like, "Oh man, let's see if he gets it." Jack Fox, of course, choked. They had a tug of war. Now here's where it gets real dumb. During one of them, they had them play a game of Madden, and the winner got points for their team. It's like, get the hell out of here.
This sounds like stuff that you do as a kid. Like, I don't know if you ever did this with Joshua, or like if you had cousins come over, like you make up an obstacle course and like somehow involve football into it.
Yes, no, 100%. That's what it is. And, I don't know, man. Like it's not good, but it's better than like, I guess, having those silly events and having it count for nothing. At least it counted for something. Because otherwise, like, I'm just like, why do I want to watch you just have fun?
Yeah.
I also have to note that during the games Thursday, like the event challenges, they were like in this warehouse, and there was not like room for many fans, which seemed odd to me when this whole point is supposed to be for the fans.
Right.
But yeah, it was weird. It was weird. Now on to the Super Bowl. Ticket prices are way down because everyone hates the Chiefs. We all have to cheer for the Eagles, who none of us really like.
Nope.
But we can't stand them. No one wants to go to the game. The Super Bowl sucks.
And there's a tort on the line.
All right. It's been another fun show. Poor Chad. I'm Ricky. Wishing you all, or I'm Ricky, the I don't know.
You're the coffin corner.
The coffin corner, wishing all of you a one of one night.
I actually have some Super Bowl card talk after this. Okay, so I have 3 things for the post show.
Okay.
I
didn't mean to cut you off.
There
you
is
take as much time as you want.
No, we're good. There is still a tort on the line for this.
Yeah.
Tort versus some Royals bullshit card.
Yeah.
That's the bet. That's number 1.
Happy for you.
Number 2, as we were trying to think about what to do for this week's episode, one thought that did cross my mind is like, okay, let's talk about the greatest Super Bowl cards that have been produced. And as I started to look, I couldn't find a whole lot. I mean, there was like the Pro set in the early 90s, but I mean, there's 10 billion of each of those cards. They look kind of cool.
Were there like some flawless maybe inserts?
Yeah.
Will you have like a Von Miller Super Bowl?
Yeah, there is a flawless insert that has an embossed foil on there for some of the Super Bowls. That is there. Occasionally, National Treasures will have their moments. I forget what the name of the insert is called.
Timeless moments.
You do have timeless moments at a Panini 1, which looked pretty good. Downtown has Super Bowl inserts in 2022 and 2023.
Yeah.
That I just want to remind people of. And I think those look pretty damn cool.
Absolutely.
The 2023 version out of Donruss even has parallels. So like they have Black Pandora to 25, and then they have gold. They even have a 101 in there as well. And
awesome.
For me, I thought that was one of the premier Super Bowl sets that was there, but I didn't feel like I had enough meat to carry a full conversation with this. So I do think that there are some cool Super Bowl cards that exist.
Definitely.
One last thing. Do you got anything else before I end? Because I want to end with this piece.
I've got nothing.
This is going to be a better visual. Okay. Please hold. Yeah, let's.
It really sucks when you have to watch a Super Bowl we've already seen before and just root against one team. Like, I'm not even really rooting for the Eagles. I'm just rooting against the Chiefs. I guess I'm rooting for Saquon a little. He's had a rough career.
Yeah.
And deserves something.
The hard part is he's probably going to break Terrell Davis's playoff record, but I love the brand of football when you've got a dominant running back. And I think it's because of Terrell Davis.
Yes,
like me growing up.
100%.
Okay, so let's torture you.
Okay.
You see this?
Let me make my screen bigger. Oh, son of a bitch.
Your boy's getting this for $15, and I am going to make you work for it.
God damn it. At least he learned his damn lesson. He's not getting my $18. That's $3 he'll never see again. Son of a bitch. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. I cut it off because like I didn't want to show all my deets.
Touche. God damn it. Got it.
And I've got it for
Got him.
$15. I'd torture the shit out of you. I may have to find all 49 of these and buy them all.
Dude, I'm going
to burn 48 of them and make you earn the last one. Like Mr. Beast style games.
Yes. You forget that I still have we had made a Utah football player trade. And I was like regretting the trade. And so for Christmas, you teased me that you were going to make me think it.
Yeah.
It was you flipping me off. Photo in a Mac. I still have it. I came across it this weekend.
What an ass, man.
No, dude, I laughed so fucking hard when I found it.
I put it in a mag, right? It was one of those Polaroid.
It's the greatest thing you've ever done. Like it was that is my style of humor. It was so damn funny.
Oh, I'm sorry I did that.
No,
but
I will
that
never
is
get
really
rid of
funny.
I fucking loved it.
Oh man. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please like the episode, subscribe, share it if you want. We appreciate everyone joining. What do you want to talk about next week? Any ideas?
If the Chiefs lose, I know what I want to talk about.
If the Eagles win, let's do like an entire Eagles episode. We'll bring on Selly. We can talk all about the Eagles. We could talk about every play.
Eagles fly in the board.
Let's get the Napoleon Dynamite guy on. Let's bring Selly on, and we will just celebrate the Chiefs losing.
Yes, Eagles Jamboree.
Please, Eagles. And
you think we're kidding? We're not kidding.
And let's bring Dan on and just make him watch, and we'll keep him muted the whole time.
Backstage.
Yep. Well, that's easy. There's your show for next week.
Love it.
Bye. Dude, if we get that guy.